The three-point line, 11 points. Each of their bench players scored in double figures.
They shot
for the Memphis
40
Grizzlies.
free throws, Bonte.
40 free throws, made 32.
40 free throws.
Wow.
That
is tough to overcome there for the Golden State Warriors. But Stephen Curry did make his return for the Dubs today after missing the Milwaukee game due to rest. And Stephen Curry, 11-20, 26 points, 8 assists. Didn't have the three-ball rolling. Was saddled in foul trouble for most of this game. He picked up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter, picked up a 4th midway through the third quarter, but Steph was Steph.
Yeah, I thought he looked good. He had some pop in his legs. He was dancing a little bit with the basketball, got to the basket, got to his midi, made a few threes, but I felt like that rest day was the perfect timing for Steph Curry.
He had a combination of some threes. He was hit on the back door for a couple layups by Draymond. I love to see that chemistry still there, even after Draymond missing all that time. Steph, with a rest day, is dangerous in this league. That's why it's so important for the Warriors to keep the basketball so they can have more possessions with Steph, Clay, Draymond, Kevon Looney, Dario Saric. When you turn the ball over, you don't get to have the offensive firepower that this Warriors team is.
Yeah, Steph Curry, again, didn't have the three-ball rolling, but this is something to build off. He was dancing a little bit, but you seen him at the end of the game just kind of shaking his head, saying something's got to shake, something's got to change. That was after they got blown out by the Pelicans. He said it was insanity if we continue to stick to the script and lose games like this. So I don't know what Dunleavy's going to do as a GM when they go to State Warriors, but they're 4 games under 500 now, 1-2 in his 4-game road trip, getting ready to face a red-hot Utah Jazz team that we'll touch on a little bit later. But Jonathan Kuminga, he remains a bright spot as well. 20 points off the bench, 11 rebounds from J.K. in 29 minutes. G, right, you said it before the game. He needs to play at least 25 minutes. And he got 4 more than that tonight. His 3rd straight game with 20 or more points. And again, he had a double-double, his 2nd of the season and his 5th career double-double.
Man, fellas, J.K. is just locked in, and he's being aggressive. He's attacking that basket. I felt like he shot a little too many threes tonight. He should have might have got to his mid-range, but the fact that he's still attacking the basket, being aggressive, and just playing with confidence, man. I love to see J.K. in this mode.
I love CJK in the attack, getting to the rim. I think that he is one of those guys that you can't stop. This right here, his ability to get to the free throw line, his ability to get to the rim, his ability to play in tight spaces, his athleticism, these are all the things that give the Warriors an advantage. And being able to get stops on one end and run, in that position, JK is unstoppable. And I love seeing the combination of JK, Andrew Wiggins, on the defensive end. That is a tough, if they can figure out a way to bottle that 3 up and find a way to play defensive possessions together and have them to be effective on the offensive end, that could be a really, really good combo that gives them length and size on the inside.
Yeah, I like that combination as well. It should be able to work, right? Long wing defenders who are athletic, especially with Draymond Green calling the shots there on the back end. All right, let's hear from Steve Kerr. I'm eager to hear what he has to say after this loss presented by BMW.
Well, we played very poorly defensively, but a lot of that had to do with our offense. 19 turnovers that turned into 30 points, and their game plan was pretty simple. Shoot as many threes as possible and get into transition as often as possible, and then for us to foul 25 times to their 12, that's the story. And they were. They just played a really clean game. They took care of the ball. They didn't foul. And we were reaching. Steph got several early fouls. We were turning the ball over left and right. And, they gained belief as they went. All these guys are in the NBA, and we tell them that before every game like this. These guys are in the NBA for a reason. They're really good players, So they can all shoot. And they lit it up from 3 tonight, and that was their formula. They knew they had to do that, and we knew they had to do that. So we didn't play the game that could keep them from doing that. The turnovers and the fouls, all those free points they got, that was a difference in the game.
You spoke a little bit pre-game about kind of, as you were alluding to as well, they have 5 of their 6 best players out, kind of look over them, maybe look past them. Do you think that was an issue mentally tonight?
It doesn't matter whether it was or not. I mean, we talk about that before the game. That's the first thing we say in the scouting report. We've lost 4 games like this in the last 2 years, where the other team is missing, 3, 4 starters, whatever it is. So you get their attention by saying that and try to get their guard up. And unfortunately, You know, I thought we played fine in the first quarter for the most part, but to me, mid-second quarter, we had several moments to get a couple stops in a row, get the lead to 8 or 10, get control of the game, and we just threw the ball away. And so we did not have the intent or the focus to win that game.
What do you think of how Draymond did?
I'm sorry?
What do you think about how Draymond did reentering into this?
Draymond played well. He played hard. You know, it's good to have him back. And obviously, you know, as a team, we didn't play well. But, you know, Draymond competed, and good to get him, you know, kind of back in the fold.
You guys only had, I think, 13 turnovers in the last 2 games.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seemed like it made a difference, and it seemed like some of them were kind of just careless.
Yeah, careless. You know, they put a lot of pressure on Steph, and, you know, he had a couple turnovers in the backcourt, and it just felt like, again, like they were putting pressure on us from the start, and instead of, you know, being solid, taking care of the ball, and executing, we got careless. We had a 3-on-2, you know, in transition in the second quarter that turned into a 3 the other way. You know, we have to understand where we are as a team, you know, what our record is, where we are in the Western Conference. What that means is we have to be sharp. We have to play a smart, clean game. We can't turn it over. We can't reach. We can't foul. We did all those things.
Had you felt like real strides with the turnovers lately, or?
Yeah, I mean, I believe the last 10 games we're 4th in the league in turnovers, like 12 a game. So, yeah, absolutely, we made huge strides. And so, you know, that was the biggest difference tonight. And it started right away. We had 3 turnovers in the first 3 minutes, and we got scattered and didn't handle their defense well. And I called a quick timeout, and unfortunately, we couldn't get it back together.
Well, you played Draymond center a bunch. I mean, you know, I know you're going to mix and match. That's been the story of the season. But I mean, as you move forward, I mean, are you liking that look with him? You know, mostly a center.
Draymond's played tons of 5 the last few years, so, you know, he'll continue to play plenty of 5. But, you know, Loon's a good player, and he's meant so much to us over the years. And, you know, he's our best rebounder. And, you know, Dario's going to play some 5, obviously, with his scoring. Trace, you know, has had a nice rookie year and does some good things for us. So the 5 will continue to be manned by, you know, multiple people.
Let's check out the team stat comparison. This is just very, very strange when you look at these numbers. The Grizzlies shot 37% overall from the floor, Warriors shoot 49%. Yet they lose by 9 because the Grizzlies lit it up.